Hajime! Welcome back to Comic-Jutsu. JT McRoberts here with you once again. And today I'm going to share something very special with you. An unboxing of the new Art of Arthur Adams hardback collection. That is right. This has been a long odyssey for me. I've had a storied relationship with the work of Art Adams. Here you can see New Mutants Special Edition #1, which I purchased out of the spinner rack at the local Rite Aid. This is actually my third copy because you can see it's the direct market. But I did buy this. I remember almost crystal clear, September 1985. Every Friday, I would ride my little bicycle down to the drugstore. I spent all week or the previous weekend mowing lawns to get money just to spend on comic books. That's the only thing that I ever bought. It's what I loved. I always wanted to draw comics, tell stories. It's all I've ever wanted to do. And that is what has led me to you. So, welcome, friends. It's been quite an odyssey. I knew when I saw this on the rack that this was something special. At the time, I was a huge fan of artists like John Byrne or John Buscema or George Perez, and Arthur Adams just immediately came in and blew them all away. I just knew that this was something special. And I honestly thought, at the time there were news stories about the first appearance of Superman in Action Comics, selling for, millions of dollars or whatever. And I thought, you know what? This will be the most valuable comic of all time because the art is so spectacular in it. And we were treated to the greatness of Art Adams in little drips and drabs from that first appearance over into Longshot, which Longshot might have actually been first. I need to think about the order of that. And then he would come back with these adventures in the annuals for a few years in a row, which were just very special. Every time I saw them, I absolutely loved it. I loved the character designs. I loved the flow of the action. Just loved the nuance of his line and the character of his artwork. And I always knew that it was something special. So when I heard about the Kickstarter for the collection of the Art Adams artwork, I said, you know what? I've got to get into this. And they had a pretty decent deal. Initially, I was just going to get the soft cover, but they added a cheaper version of the hardcover, so I jumped on that. Because your boy is a working artist, and I don't have a lot of money to throw around. But just like when I was a kid mowing those lawns, I still waste it all on comic books. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open and see what's inside for me and you. Here you see the signed print that was included with the hardcover copies right there. Peeking out at me from the top. I've never had the chance to meet Art Adams in person, though he has come to Heroes Con, but I pretty much just walked by his table because there was a huge line, and I'm not a huge fan of always paying a lot of money to have an artist sign something. So I thought this is a cool way to get a nice little print that is signed and have this awesome book to go with it. There's a peek at the back cover. You can see just the amazing detail and rendering that Art Adams would put into his work. Okay, here you see the cover. Very nice cover. I don't know what product this is, what IP this is. I don't know if this is part of his independent work with Dark Horse or something else from over the years. I mean, it's great artwork, of course, but I'm just not familiar with the IP itself. And the prints are inside this nice little signed folder. So let's take a look. And lo and behold, here we go. Some of these I think were bonuses from stretch goals. So we have bookmarks, which mind you, I'm not nutty about all the little ephemera and things that people include in Kickstarters. You know, I'm usually just in it for the main product. But it's cool to have these. To me, these are collector's items. Like I said, I thought these Art Adams comics would be the most valuable in the world. Check this bad boy out. Signed, Art Adams, some kind of Amazonian warrior. Absolutely amazing work. Wonder what her digits are, man. Hit me up, lady. Here we go. These are not signed, but they are included. This is kind of a Invaders from Mars kind of thing. Not sure what the IP is on several of these. Ooh, there we go. Better cover that up. Ariel showing off her memories. Little mermaid action there. Ooh, a little bit more. Very nice. And some more. Wow. They just get bigger and better. Absolutely fantastic work. I will have to pick one or two of these to actually put into a frame and hang it in the studio. Now, without further ado, let's do a little flip through the book. I have no idea what we're going to see in here, but you know what? You're experiencing this with me. Me, you, Mutisha over here, and Sawbones over here. Love that sound. Fresh book cracking open. It's sad to think that one day new readers will never know that feel of weight of a book in their hand, the smell of the fresh paper, fresh ink. Oh, nice spread there. I don't know what these IPs are. This is just craziness. This is just 50-foot women versus kaiju. Just everything that Art Adams is brilliant at. Of course, we know that one. That's an iconic Wolverine image. I believe from the centerpiece, unless this is a recreation and this is just off on its own. It's Wolverine from Classic X-Men #1. I may be mistaken. This may just be a Wolverine solo piece. Oh, there's this is from Alan Moore's ABC books, which if you are a fan of the artist edition books, I highly recommend checking out the ABC artist edition because it has Chris Sprouse issue in there. It has the entire Art Adams issue of Johnny Future, which is just brilliant. It is enough to make you want to break your iPad, snap all of your pencils in half, and never draw again, because you will never create anything as brilliant as this stuff. Oh, this is nice, showing him at his drawing table here. There he is working on Venom. Ooh, some nice pencil work here. This looks like this actually looks like a section from that New Mutants special I was showing you earlier. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, these are Marvel Tryouts pages. Okay, so this is actually not the special edition at all. Oh, there's a female. That should be popular nowadays, where you put tits on everything. Female Indiana Jones. This looks like a Red Sonja and a Kulan Goth. Fun stuff. Oh, very cool. Yeah, some of this, I mean, there's nothing I can say other than look at the amazing rendering, look at the ink, look at the tightness of the lines. There's Longshot with Rocket Raccoon, good stuff. Oh yeah, I did not know that this cover was Art Adams for a long time. So this is kind of an artist edition of its own, in that here we have Art Adams pencil covers. This was a Marvel team-up issue, and it is the first appearance of the Black Spider-Man costume. Now, in continuity, it's technically like the second or third appearance, but I do believe that when this issue came out, it was the first time that that costume was seen ever. And for a long time, I had no idea that that was actually Art Adams' artwork. Here we see some Longshot stuff. There's Longshot concept sketches. I was a huge fan of Longshot. The story was a little bit odd for me, and you know, the whole Mojo world and everything was just so weird. It was kind of off-putting to me. But now I think it's actually pretty brilliant, and I understand it a lot more than I did at the time. Nice Heroes for Hope cover. How they changed it where he's just running with his fists instead of having his claws out. I guess it's not very hopeful if you're insinuating that you're coming to kill the reader. There we go. We see the cover for the X-Men Annual 9 right there, which is the follow-up part. And there's some more pen and ink detail from Annual 9. I absolutely love that story. I mean, I wore those issues out. Okay, here we go. Pencils, inks. It's too bad these aren't in like a full-sized artist edition, but I can't complain. Apparently, this is, it's the best that we're going to get. But I looked at these so much and I read these stories so much that they just completely, they disintegrated. I had one copy that was actually destroyed in the great comic book fire when my parents decided that I didn't need comics anymore, and they made me carry all of my boxes of comics and dump them in a bonfire. Here's that classic X-Men cover. There you see the pen and ink detail. It's brilliant stuff. Oh, there's a nice Action Comics Annual. You see his breakdowns. Wonder Woman Annual 1. Oh, I had no idea he did that issue. Now this is going to make me go out and buy some more comics that I didn't know about. There's Appleseed. Not sure what this is on this side. There we go. There's more of that New Mutants and X-Men Asgardian saga. This might actually be the cover. No, okay, this is the Asgardian Wars trade paperback. Okay. Which was cool because they had like a 2-issue limited series that was tied into this as well, but it had artwork by Paul Smith, so it's not quite as much as I love Paul Smith. It was a little bit of a letdown after having Arthur Adams do the artwork for those other Asgardian installments. Good stuff. This is from the New Fantastic Four cover, inks by Art T-Bear. How to Draw Comics the Art Adams Way. Okay, well that's interesting. We're not doing so much of a deep dive into this. Conan number 249, nice cover work. Just as I'm flipping through this so you can discover it and enjoy it along with me. Here we see the original page work for more New Fantastic Four stuff. Of course, this is the Godzilla special from Dark Horse. Man, look at these lines. I'm going to say that a lot. There's not a whole lot I have to add to this other than, wow, this is amazing. Look at this. Vampirella. Ooh, Batman and Predator. More Godzilla. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. Marvel Holiday Special cover, January 1993. I don't know if this is a fold-out page or what it is that I'm looking at here. Why it has such a strange orientation. Oh, very nice. Breakdowns. Showcase 93, number 1, back cover. So the money is in covers, boys and girls. You know, if you're good enough, don't waste your time doing monthly issues. Do it the Art Adams way. Do 1-2 issues a year. Get that cover rate. Here we go. Here's a Star Wars cover. A New Hope cover for the re-release of the original Star Wars adaptation. Oh, there's Monkey Man and O'Brien. Okay, very good. I would have liked to have seen more Monkey Man and O'Brien over the years, though I couldn't honestly tell you what the actual story was. It's too bad that we didn't get more of it, and Adams wasn't released. He wasn't just unleashed to create some really crazy stories with that. But there might be a few more that I haven't seen out there. Oblivion one from Comico. I have no idea what that is. Must be some kind of crossover they did. Monkey Man and O'Brien. This is all just amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing. Oh, there's a Wildstorm Universe Jam cover. Pencil work from Gen 13 3D special. I have this, the Clerks Holiday Special from Oni Press, 1998. This was shortly after Dogma and before Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, I do believe. Because at the time, I thought Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back was the end of that whole View Askew universe. Little did I know it would continue and continue and continue. Crimson #2 cover, that was a cool series. Buffy the Vampire Slayer cover. He is making that cover money. All brilliant stuff. Once you are established, get that cover money. Dark Child. Wildcats #1 cover. Okay. I actually thought that was Travis Charest. I never really looked that close at it. So finding out about a lot of pieces that he did. There's a Lady Death that I was not familiar with. Telos. I actually just picked up full set of the first 10 issues of Telos from a trader online, so I appreciate that. What's up, Van? We'll give you a little shout out. Though I will note that you did not send me your cat like you were supposed to, but that's okay. You never gave me a price. Of course I kid. Your cat is very cute, and thankfully my cats are not invading my videos at the moment. PlayStation Magazine, man, he was all over the place. Wow, this is a really comprehensive overview. I mean, from the beginnings of what I knew to his cover years. Gatecrasher. Gatecrasher was a fun series. I really liked that, by Mark Waid. Superman 165. I like the comparison between the pencils and the inks there being available for us. More pencil work. Hopefully these pencil details are showing up well for you. Authority 27. I do remember that. Not a great story. Not Mark Millar at his finest. That was when he was becoming Dr. Hackenstein. Hackenstein. Authority 28. Authority 29. Savage Dragon 100 back cover. Very nice. It's a sampler cover. Okay. Thundercats. Thundercats. Johnny Future. Mothwomen of the Myriad Moons. Look, this is what I'm talking about when I mentioned the artist edition, the ABC artist edition. This is what I'm talking about. Just every page of this Johnny Future stuff. I mean, look at this. How do you even draw something like this? It's impossible. Where does the perspective begin and end? But he makes it work, and it is phenomenal. Now imagine trying to color that. Holy cow. Holy cow. Here we go. Tom Strong's Terrific Tales cover. Breakdowns. Blue pencil. Final piece. More than Many Worlds of Tesla Strong. I'm so glad he got to do that series. That was really fun. It's too bad he just didn't get, more talented writers to help him with Monkey Man and O'Brien. I'm a huge proponent of people working on their own original creation. So, I mean, I give him full credit for, doing the Johnny Future stuff and everything, but it's not exactly what he owned. That was an Alan Moore property, which ironically became a DC property immediately. Arthur Adams sample. There we go. The image from the print that we saw earlier. Personal work. Action Comics covers. Great stuff. Look at this detail. Holy cow. It's like the mobs of Apocalypse back here behind him. He's Superman fighting Calibac. Wow, what a image. Holy cow. I've never seen that before. I wonder if he just does the cover on that. He must have. Action Comics 814. I'll have to seek that out just for the cover. Alternation. Personal work. Red Sonja. Tomb Raider, Witchblade, Magdalena, Vampirella cover. Say that 5 times fast. More sampler covers. Nice moody piece. Almost a Wrightson-like piece. Reminds me of all the cross-hatching and the heavily spotted blacks. Reminds me of his work on Frankenstein, which I need to do a few videos on Wrightson. There's a nice jam cover, Avengers Classic #1. There's a nice throwback, Avengers Classic #11. Ooh, more pencil work, Hulk #9 cover. Hopefully those pencils are popping out for you where you guys can enjoy that as well. Ultimate X. Oh wow, look at that. going to be a lot of that. Wow, look at that. Oh, wow, what's this? What's that? What's this? What's this? What's this? I do not know. It's Arthur Adams' artwork. Watch it go and go. Fear itself. Okay. This is about the time I had completely checked out of Marvel, where they were stuck in their redundant Dark Age, which they're still kind of stuck in. I think that we're currently in the third redundant Dark Age with Marvel and DC, where they're continually trying to recycle the tropes created during what you might understand as the Bronze Age of comics, but what I call the Dark Age of comics. Oh, here we go. This is Ragnarok. It's Walt Simonson's follow-up to his Thor storyline. Nice. I haven't seen this. I don't have the individual floppies for Ragnarok. I actually have the hardback collections. So that cover is probably in the back of it. Oh, Scooby-Doo. Okay. Man, he's been all over the place. Just go where the money is, my man. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1, number 12. That was Walking Dead cover. Very cool. Michonne, nice. Nice zombies there in the background. Avengers Standoff Assault on Pleasant Hill Alpha 1. What a mess of a title that is. Holy cow. 2016. This is like Bride of Frankenstein with a knife. That's interesting. It says personal work there. 2016. Avengers Standoff Assault on Pleasant Hill Omega 1 variant. Have no idea what any of that means. Just a bunch of gibberish from the new Marvel era. X-Men Blue cover. Here you can see his attempts at blue lines. I'm not sure how well that's popping up for you. But there's the finished product. Fathom. Rise of the Black Panther. Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like Groot and Mary Jane. What's up with that? Why is there... Oh, I swear Marvel does those stupid variant covers that like have nothing to do with the actual storylines. Here we go. X-Babies. Now, I'm going to be honest. I never cared for the X-Babies. I know they're some people's favorites. But just like Muppet Babies, I don't need to see baby versions of my favorite characters. I've always hated that stuff. I just want to see them ripping and tearing and kicking booty like they always do. Justice League 40 variant covers. Amazing Screw-On Head. Personal work. Okay. Mecha Hellboy personal. Okay, so this is from 2020. Mecha Hellboy is really recent. Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. As a side note, I was talking about the Dark Ages and whatnot. So we have basically 2 avatars for the current redundant, for this third redundant Dark Age that we're in, as it has become the age of the trickster, with Harley Quinn being the female, the anima representation of the trickster, and the male one being who? The Animus, known as Deadpool. That's right. Giving you a little bit of my comic book philosophy in there. If that stuff doesn't make any sense, ask me some questions. Maybe I can expound upon it in an actual video sometime. More blue line pencil work, showing him working on Ultraman. Wow, look at these kaiju and Ultraman. I loved Ultraman as a kid. That was so cool. Walking Dead Deluxe. Wow, look at this. Look at these pencils. His work is so tight. Just so tight. This is so inspirational. Absolutely brilliant. Strange Academy 4. There's Death charity painting. Very nice. Wow. That's a nice piece. I would like to have that on the wall. That is really nice. I've never seen that before. Future State Batman Superman 1. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is there any property he has not worked on? These are brilliant. Skybound X. Have no idea what that is. Bermuda. Masters of the Universe Revelation. There's the Venom cover that we saw him working on earlier. There is Amazing Spider-Man number 78. I guess that's Morbius up behind him. But I stopped buying Spider-Man at One More Day, if you heard part of my rant from the live stream the other day, but we won't go into that now. And that is Jeff Darrow's Shaolin Cowboy, which I am a huge fan. Frankenstein. There we go. There's the cover image. So it is The Usual Nonsense. Okay, I guess it's just his stuff. Okay. is the fold-out image to close out the book. And close up with the gorilla hiding in the trees. So there you have it. From me to you, I hope you've enjoyed this. This is a part of my ongoing relationship with a brilliant artist who has no part in this relationship other than producing the work. He doesn't know I exist. But, you know, he's inspired me from a very young age to work hard and continue telling my stories. And he continues to do so even today. And I'm very fortunate and glad that I was able to get a copy of this. Hopefully you did too. And if you didn't, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Well, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. Please comment. Give me some kind of feedback so I can come up with new content for the channel as I continue my work on my graphic novel, which I'm still doing rough thumbnails and breakdowns, breaking down the entire story before I start committing the pages to paper. Then after that, we'll begin the long journey into publication and getting it out to you. Again, I'm JT McRoberts. This is Comic-Jutsu. Thank you for watching, and mate.